so funny. It's like these a lot of these people on the other side of the aisle. I can add a message. Okay, good. Is when we had the shit show we had the last 4 years from 2021 to 2025. There was nothing said. You know, when the gas prices were really, really high, inflation was really high, the border was wide open. We had no law and order. We just had you know, a washing machine of money over there to Ukraine. Nobody said a word. And now we have, and I'm going to get your thoughts on this. Now we have lefties, Democrats saying that, because it's tax season, they're not going to pay taxes because they don't like, on the federal level, they're not going to pay taxes. Now, again, I'm not a pro tax guy. Obviously, I know you guys aren't. But I believe we do, should pay some, maybe.
But
I
I
don't
pay
know.
my taxes.
Yes, yes. So, what do you guys think about the other side of the aisle saying we're not going to pay taxes because they don't like the current administration?
I don't know. Is there another way to like throw a temper tantrum? Because that's what it seems like. I mean, I get
Let
the whole
them.
concept of like not like wanting to take a stand and not pay taxes and kind of like revolt and stuff like that. Man, I get that, but they're not doing it for like a reason just because they don't want to pay taxes. They're doing it because they're trying to deliver or articulate in some way, shape, or form a message. Um, I mean, with all due respect, and I know this is subjective, but I don't think it's going to fare well if it doesn't affect you until it affects you. And I think their gang is a little bigger than mine, and so it's not something a theory I really would want to test out personally. But to each their own. If somebody told me flat out they're not going to pay taxes or whatever, or they don't, then I support them because that's their right. That's your right as a citizen within this country. But it's just a temper tantrum.
Do I get to check on my tax form that I'm a Democrat, making me immune to taxes? Because I will switch right now.
Yeah. It's just crazy.
It's gonna be a F around and find out moment. And again, you hit the nail on the head, man. I've never seen a group of people just so angry and crying about something all the time. You know what I mean? It's just
No,
crazy, man.
nobody's not paying their taxes. They're just tweeting about it as they have it already filed 2 months ago.
Hmm. Yeah, but didn't they get bent out of shape when people said they wouldn't tax the vax? Yeah, exactly. Take the vax. Exactly.
That's true.
They're all for taxes. How do you think they get free shit? Because people that actually work and contribute to society put the money into the taxes, and then all the people that aren't doing shit get it.
Yeah, it's the
You know,
Mondami effect. I mean, look at the way that's panning out. It's working fantastic. I love that whole New York scene. I think it's phenomenal. I love it. It's literally like it's a sitcom. When you
hmm
see the way everything's panning out over there with the
yeah,
free buses and free childcare and free whatever. I
And
love it. I
nothing
think it's great.
happened.
Yeah.
yeah. I was talking to somebody about inflation. I said, "Do you understand inflation? And what do you know what inflation is?" And they didn't. And I said, "Well, I have a little reminder of why inflation is bad. And let's just say Kamala Harris didn't explain it very well. And
Ugh.
this is just a reminder of why we Bitcoin, guys."
What else are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up, and families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more.
I can't.
You have to understand what that means. That's about the cost of living going up. That's about having to stress and stretch limited resources. That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level, something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously, very seriously. And we know from the history of this issue in the United States that when you see these prices go up, it has a direct impact on the quality of life for all people in our country. So it's a big issue, and we take it seriously. And it is a priority, therefore.
What else?
Wow.
This was on the campaign trail, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure I remember seeing this video almost a year ago.
It was longer than that. I mean, that was
Okay, a couple years ago.
can't say it better than that, guys. What do you think about that? Excellent.
She did great.
No shit, Kamala.
Again, I'm not trying to get all political with you guys. I know I get accused of that, but can you imagine that woman doing what Trump is doing right now?
She
No, but
short
look at-
circuits as much as I do.
We just talked about transparency right there. That's definitely not transparent. That's something that should be anybody in Congress should be able to answer that question.
Well, she wasn't in Congress, so
Or whoever. You know, it's just
I mean, you talking about a woman that overachieved in her life. This woman was the vice president of the United States of America. That woman we just watched right there, and she was a couple of million votes away from being the president of the United States. Okay? Cool Kev says no such thing as inflation, is dollar depreciation. Exactly, sir.
that's the answer.
Exactly. And a lot of people, that what Kamala Harris just said, a lot of people think that is inflation.